Ay, Juan. Para si lo con tortilla ya. Entonces la entrevista fue fácil, niño. ¿Y qué vas a hacer? ¿En qué vas a trabajar?
Está en vivo en YouTube. Ten cuidado lo que diga.
Restrict access to who or whom a voter can choose. You're interference.
One day, so you get yourself some duration here also. The stock can remain where it is, go a little bit lower, and then or go higher. Still be profitable on this type of strategy. So December 1st weekly options, selling the 295 put, and then making a risk to find because you want to be relatively conservative because Meta Platforms isn't immune to a market downturn. And then buying the 285 strike put against it, $10 wide, short, neutral to bullish, put vertical, collecting roughly about a 320 credit on it, maybe a little bit more. Stock's a little bit weaker here. But if you collect a 320 credit, you see that you take your break even down to 291.80 over the next month. That's about 2% below the current share price in there. So you've got that cushion to the downside. It's relatively aggressive. You're collecting nearly a third the width of the vertical, which is $10 wide, but neutral to bullish, a little more conservative, better probability of success on this type of strategy.
Okay. All right, makes sense. Sell the downside after the stock has demonstrated strong ability to hold a range.
Yeah.
Kind of on the maybe lowerish end of it at 299 right now. All right, let's talk AMD. What do they got to do this afternoon, Angelo, to live up to excitement about the new AI chips they got?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think as far as the numbers are concerned, Q3 and even into Q4, I think the numbers should be attainable. Clearly there's a big step up going into the Q4 numbers, but a lot of that is kind of driven by kind of this big supercomputing project codenamed El Capitan. So they should be able to kind of meet those type of numbers, but it is all going to be about the MI300 launch that's supposed to ramp here into Q4 and into the first half of next year. I think the most important thing is not necessarily going to be the numbers or the guidance for Q4. I think it's all going to be about kind of the visibility they have going into the first half of next year as far as that MI300 is concerned, announcing any kind of major deals or kind of partnerships as it relates to that MI300 would be something that the street isn't aware of and could help propel the stock higher. But outside of that, I do think this is going to be kind of very, very similar to a lot of the commentary you heard out of Intel side of things, in the sense that they are kind of recovering from much tougher times in the first half of this year. And I think maybe the one thing I would kind of highlight as maybe an unknown out there is they did acquire that Xilinx acquisition back in the first half of last year. It is about 25% or so of their revenue, has significantly higher margins out there. And the FPGA market right now is kind of stumbling a little bit given kind of some of the automotive industrial exposure out there. So that is kind of maybe a
Took off my damn cowboy hat. I'm live on YouTube.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm flowing $1,300 right now. Huh?
I said I'll just add you on the Discord call, that way it won't fuck up the stream.
I can't hear you though.
Yeah, you can. Why?
Yeah, I can.
I had taken some trades this morning.
You did?
I caught the buy up a little bit, took out, caught the sell, took out.
You on
I don't.
IQ?
Yeah, I was taking the sell to the sell side liquidity, but we ran internal liquidity, and it's looking like it wants to like give a retracement or another reach.
I'm chasing
We
this
have
15-minute order block.
we got news right now to U.S. consumer confidence. So this could blow the lows out right now.
I'm in for it to take the order block, and then I'm out. That's where my limits are at. I'm like literally, I don't even know. Like
I'm out of the market right now until
I'm
11.
10 points away from profit from a TP. 1600.
Yeah, I'm out of the market until
I'm floating 18 right now. 19.
we're in a fat range from yesterday on NQ.
Not even starting Q chart, but I should be similar to ES. They've been really in tandem.
Dollars flying. You should see that shit.
Yeah, I'm in profit. A hefty, 2 bands. I'm almost ready to close. If this, nah, I'm holding that shit. She's gonna take that. This macro is all expansion. I need to just expand lower right now. For me.
Last day of the month.
Yeah, bro, it's Halloween, bro. This shit's gonna get spooky. Look at that, she's running. Let's go. Bro, I'm literally 5 points away. Come on, 5 points. 5 more points. Floating.
I'm like break even on the day. I'm only in like $300
If
profit
this
on the
trade,
day.
if this trade hits, I would make a band and then cover yesterday's out.
Yes, sir.
I took three entries, so I went 3 contracts short on the 150K. I didn't trade the 100K.
Yeah.
I need to like even up the 150 before I start engaging in the other one.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so my trades got hit at 4 a.m. 2 of them, 2 sells. And then price rallied up even higher for like 5 points, but I didn't get stopped. I had a 10-point stop. I didn't get stopped out. And then this morning for 9 o'clock, I sold it because I saw what we did.
Yeah.
So
I was looking for buy side to get rated, and then I was gonna sell it,
well,
but
we have buy side rate on ES, bro. You should check it out on the 15-minute. We took yesterday's high. Thank you. Didn't do that.
damn.
You see
Nope.
that? That was my confirmation, bro. Like I seen that, I was like, oh hell yeah, I'm staying in this trade, bro. But I am literally looking for the sell side to get rated, and I am out ski with a hefty profit.
Yeah, that was the.
I know you see that, right?
But the thing is, all right. So check me out. NQ took the low, but Nas didn't. ES.
Did it?
Nas took the low. ES didn't.
That's weird.
But Nas didn't take the high, and ES did.
What's 30 doing?
So that's smart money divergence.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
We should see this ES take this low. We should see this ES take this low
This 3
at
minute.
41.66.75.
3-minute fractal is super bearish. I know you should just look at the 3-minute fractal on ES and tell me you wouldn't short that. Like right.
41.66.75 is first TP for
That's
ES.
that's my TP. 41.68.75. You said 66?
Yeah,
Why? Because you think it's gonna just rate that low?
he's gonna rate the low for sure. 100%.
But my low is at 41.67.50. 41. No, you're right. 41.66.75 is the low. It actually needs to do that.
Yeah, it has to break
If
that.
it wants to go higher. Okay, so if it wants to go higher, it needs to fill that imbalance from Sunday. You feel me?
I would be weary though, because
but I just don't see a triple top pattern yet for me to be completely short.
The 1 hour, the 1 hour still holds buy side liquidity. We never took it, so be careful.
30 minute has an order block that
No. I'm
that
just
hasn't been
saying
mitigated yet. A
the
bullish order block that hasn't been mitigated.
the 1 hour shows buy side still up there, which means
Let me see 1 hour.
we could be just taking internal liquidity, and we could run for external liquidity. I know the
I
dollar.
can definitely see another leg up on the and make that fucking head and shoulders. I see it.
I see another leg up too, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm just gonna.
I think it's gonna break these. I think it's gonna break the lows still.
I'm gonna cover my position, bro. I'm pretty much stops at break even.
I think it will still cover, bro. I think your TP should still get hit, but
Yeah,
I think price is gonna run low and then take it.
Break even is what I'm gonna do because that 3 contracts at 10 points is pretty expensive. That's 150 times 10. That's $1,500 L that I would take just to play stupid there. So I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll break even, and if I break even, then I'm Gucci. I can go in again today. But I'm still holding this to that sell side. The
Most
macro's
definitely.
not even done yet. We have 4 minutes left. If I
This
see a
dollar's
strong
so
expansion, if I see strong expansion and it takes 930s open, then I'm out.
Dollar's just so bullish, bro. I just don't see it going up like that.
Look at that candle, bro.
The dollar 4 hour though, gotta have a retracement
Oh my god.
at some point. NQ's flipping.
Bearish?
No. Bullish.
Yeah, so is he. She's making a fractal swing on the fucking 15 minute. See, this is what I'm telling you, bro. This is where you make a mistake and you break even, or you get wrecked.
This is where I close majority of the profit and let the fucking rest ride.
I'm gonna take one off.
I would cover the loss from yesterday and let the rest ride.
Yeah, I just took 1,000 in.
In profit? I bet. Now you Gucci. Now this is just a new day, bruh. A new day, new trade,
I'm still too short.
That's fine.
Yeah. I'm still
I
floating.
still think that sell side's gonna get rated because we went to it first, so I think it's still prone to get rated, and
Yeah,
then
but
we'll
the
see
smart
the
thing to
reverse.
do is what we just did. What you just told me to do, and I did that just in case. I would be
Yeah,
pissed.
bro.
It
You
would
can
be-
never go wrong taking profits, bro.
Exactly. And how pissed would you be if you were floating 1,000 and that shit just came right back up right now and you had that chance? You would be pissed. And it can definitely happen, bro. It's still market open. I wanna
We got
see
7 minutes left in this
that
consumer
fucking
confidence.
That 3 minute is flipping, bro. And I'm not gonna let that bother me. I'm gonna go into 15 minute here. And then I'm gonna go 30 minute here, and I am sticking to my shit. You have a nice
Damn, bro.
You have a nice bearish fair value gap on the 15 minute.
If this motherfucker comes all the way back up, I swear on everything I love, bro.
You're not in it, right?
Nah, I'm not in anything, bro. I already closed for right now. I'm up $300 on the day. I ended up taking like a $1,200 L this morning, and then I recovered it,
Boy,
made 300, and then I was like, I'm just gonna get out of the market until 11, or until I see a better setup. I want to see liquidity get taken. I want to see a reversal pattern, and then I'll get in. Other than that, I'm sitting on the sidelines, and then tomorrow is Wednesday.
I didn't even know today was consumer confidence.
Nigga, Thursday's FOMC. So it's like
That's just
tomorrow.
coming into my break even, bro. I told you. Oh my god, I needed to close that real quick. I had a fucking 3 limit instead of 2. Thank God I noticed that shit.
I had a fucking feeling, bro.
Relax, because this could just be the bearish fair value gap that I
Nigga,
want to
ES
go.
is
Honestly, want to
pivoting.
go. Honestly, want to go short again right now, bro. Because we're in that fair value.
Oh my gosh, ES is pivoting hard.
You see that pivot, right? But bro, that could be manipulation, bro.
Fuck no. Dollar's flipping.
No, wait. Let me see that.
Dollar's flipping out of an order block, bro. 1 hour order block. It came up, took liquidity, went to the 1 hour order block fair value gap, and then it's shitting now.
I'm on that order block, bro. Not
Damn, we're on the fucking 50%, my nigga, of this fucking.
Oh shit.
Oh, niggas are getting wrecked today. I already can tell.
Yeah, that's why I got that break even, bro. Just in case. I'm about to get broke even. Let me see what I did for the day.
At least you took that ban, I told you.
Yep.
That's why you secure profits, bro, right there.
I'm up 137 right now.
That's fine. Now we just wait for the next trade and we get in together.
Yep.
Ayer con el rey de la guardia, no, imagino el viejo, dice, él cancha el día.
Okay, so you see the look at the ES on the 30 minute and I'm sorry on the 15 minute. Look at the equal highs on the order block just before it. So look at 8:45 and 9 o'clock on the 15 minute. Look at those equal highs. I'm gonna short that.
Yeah, no, I see.
That's beautiful. That's a nice entry. That's a premium entry.
But I
I want
still,
to see it tag that like ASAP though. I don't want to see it play around there.
I see 4205 though.
Un estimado eso me puede.
But
As
the
like
fractal on this
as
low.
like trend line liquidity, but that would just make that bullish though, bro.
Nah, we could take that external liquidity and then drop.
Oh, I see what you're talking about, bro. I see what you're talking about. Yeah. Damn, that's actually gonna happen. I actually see that.
There's also a gap in there too.
And how many points is that to that level right now? That's 25.
25.
And if we find a discount, we can get 30 on that bottom. Look at the order block on the 15 minute for a buy. Next 15 minute candle coming tags that and then it runs buy side.
Damn, dollar's dumping.
Does that make sense? Next 15 minute candle runs down, touches bullish order block, and then runs buy side. And then we have what you just mentioned.
Just be careful because this is the first 15 minute of the new hour. So I wonder if this is just creating the 1 hour wick. But the way that the dollar looks is what has me
So we
convinced.
just finished the macro. And the macro was literally, so it's not giving me any confirmation with the macro. For me, that was just a manipulation macro.
Yeah.
It's crazy because short might be the position to take, bro.
I don't know, bro, because 8:30 was the shit candle. Was the start of the shit.
Exactly. We're still inside that range.
I favor buys, bro. It's the last day of the month. They're gonna want to close the month off good.
I would want it to. Expansion macro, bro. We gotta buy it. You heard? You gotta buy that right now. We take the 20 points. It's an expansion macro, and I can see it, bro. Look at this. Look at the 3 minute. Look at the 3 minute on ES. Look at those two bullish ass candles, and look at what we just made. We made a bullish fair value gap. I'm gonna place a buy limit at 41.85, 41.8125, 41.8125.
Gotta be patient, bro.
That expect.
So if anything, I'll get in off this. A fair value gap that we break through and come back and retest. I'll do something like that
For a buy.
for a buy, yeah. But if it doesn't close and come back and test the square, I'm out. I'm done for the day.
No, yeah, I'm not rushing into a buy.
Damn, that shit's wanting to jump. This should be crazy.
¿Vamos a ver tu campanita?
Damn.
Man, the short looks so tempting, bro.
Nah, this buy is it, bro. They dragged everyone out, bro. They dragged everyone out from London, New York, and now they're about to fucking take everyone out from New York. I see it. I see it,
No,
bro.
we didn't. ES didn't run London's lows.
That's what I was telling you, bro. NQ took the lows and fucking ES took the highs.
This shit's bullish, nigga. I'm looking for entry right now. I want to see this candle fucking wick down and then go higher. I'll return on the order block. Or how ICT would call it, an immediate rebalance. And then I'll target 41.9975. I'll just get out there. That is 10 points. That'll be a little silver bullet. And I'm gonna go fucking two positions in that bitch. Two contract. Wait, what is 150 times? I'm gonna go 3 contracts, so that'll be $1,500. Or should I just do 2? Let me calculate risk. What's my risk? My stop here is 10 points. I don't want to risk 1,500, so let's do 1-to-1. All right, bet. I'm gonna do fucking a 1-to-1, 2 contracts, risking 1,000 to make 1,000. Yeah, bro, she's giving me some sort of confirmation right now. Let's go, buddy. Come on. go into the smaller time frames. A little 1 minute real quick. Let's see what the fuck is going on. Yes, sir.
Damn, bro. This shit wants to take off without a young nigga.
For real. Man, you should have just hopped on the stream so your voice would have came on too. This Streamlabs shit is fire though. You should go on my YouTube channel, see what it looks like. I'm gonna fucking do it. Well, I can't because then feedback will go crazy. Damn, nobody's viewing my shit, bro. Gotta get my followers up. Alright, bitches coming into our positions, bro.
Let's go, Ved.
I'm not buying that. A stick trade would be a counter trend short for 5 points. You think I could pull it off? She's running down. I think this morning all we did was create an order block. Or maybe CPI was just a fucking manipulation, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Consumer confidence and fucking the other news event that came out at 8:30 both pushed this shit down, which would cause the manipulation for us to take the buy side for the end of the month.
Makes a lot of sense.
We've been selling all month, bro. This shit's gotta retrace.
It really has. I mean, look at what it did yesterday, bro. Fake me the hell out. Granted, I hadn't touched the market in like 3 weeks, but I was sold on that short, bro.
No, your entry was fire. You just didn't take out at the right play at the right
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
There's no more bearish volume, bro.
Yo, I hate when that shit happens, bro. I have
Huh?
to fix the Wi-Fi or what, bro? But I be getting these weird lags where I just lose data on my quantum tower for like 15 seconds, which is terrible.
I think it's your Wi-Fi. So I've never had that happen.
It must be.
Damn, I think this shit was a fucking retracement, bro.
What are you talking about?
I think this was a retracement to go lower, bro. Fuck. Get caught on the wrong side, dog.
I don't think so, bro. I'm buying this bitch. And we taking that buy side, nigga. Makes complete sense.
Yeah, it does.
And if it doesn't work out, bro, then we but we see that shit. Cause I was short too. And I'm actually seeing the buy now. Better. I don't want to fall like what happened yesterday. We get, even if it does short, and it goes lower, we gotta hold our 10 pip stop at those lows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't get out before.
Yeah, facts. 100%. You're right.
Cause then we're flip-flopping all the way. And that's what the market's trying to do to us. So we gotta stick to this buy. This buy is possibly gonna hit, possibly not gonna. If it doesn't hit, it's because we fucked it up. You know what I'm saying?
No, if it doesn't hit, it's because it's just range bound. It's not our fault.
That could be
but-
true. That could be true. But if you're targeting what I'm targeting right here, which is that not 40, 4205, 42 flat, bro, we got that. You can hit that on NQ too, I'm sure.
And no, that's what I was doing, which is targeting the daily high.
Yeah, exactly. And that's possibly gonna happen. Like it's very possible.
Oh, 110% it's possible.
What I'm scared of is not that I'm scared. What I'll be concerned about is this bitch running without us right now. Like it can fly right now. It doesn't have to give us this discount. It can do that for PM. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But right now, look, you got 15 minute RES, nigga. Come on. Tell me that shit's not gonna just shoot down to that fair value gap. That's where my entries are at.
I bought NQ.
might be a little bit too early. What's your stop? What's the stop looking like for you now? That's too much for me to get in there yet. I need to get in at 4181 to get to hold
I'm
it.
using the last doji as my stop.
You're crazy.
Last candle doji
You're crazy.
on the 5 minute.
Oh, let me see 5.
It filled the fair value and gave a nice reaction.
How
And we
many-
closed out of the fair value and we came back and retested it. So that's what I'm looking at.
I can see that on ES too, bro. I'm worried about kicking that buy button, though. No, I have my entry.
Trust your instinct. Trust your instincts, bro.
Yeah.
You see something, play what you see. Don't play what I'm doing. I'm just
Yeah,
telling
right,
you what I'm doing.
Right. Well, that's for sure, though. Something's happening because my quantum tower is not working right now.
I can hear you still.
There's a new version, bro? Seriously? Maybe that's what's going on. I don't have the latest version. Dog, if my levels don't get hit, I'm gonna have a fucking titty attack.
We just need this high to get broken through, bro. This intermediate high we need to get taken. Come on, come take this intermediate high real quick. Just raid this short-term high and let's ride.
I get what you're saying. But look, bro, 15 minute can leave that fractal swing high right there, make you think that that's a short, and then the next candle rip it. You've seen that happen. I know you've seen that happen.
Yeah, same with the 30-minute on NQ, bro. 30-minute looks like it might.
What I want to see is that fair value filled, get filled at 4182, 4181, 4183. Those are levels that have to get filled right now. Otherwise, there's way too much imbalance to go higher and then leave that gap there. That means it's gonna get filled later in the afternoon.
It could get filled later this week
That would be
for
fucking
FOMC.
crazy. Yo, that'd be crazy.
Because I can see price pushing up for the start of this week and then having FOMC come in and knock everything out. Get it lower, saying that they're gonna raise interest rates and shit like that.
When Powell speaks, there's a shit. At least that's been the normal occurrence.
Damn, bro, I think this might shit right back down. Fucking.
Well, I'm stuck in the buys if they get hit, bro, because I can't even access my account right now. This is bullshit.
Oh, come on, don't do me like this. We got a perfect fractal. I think we're good. Come on.
Yes, setting up for a fire buy.
Yeah, this is too, but fucking dollars trying to turn around on us.
Really? Let me see dollar now.
Yeah, bro. She's gotta flip. She's gotta flip bearish and fill some imbalance that she left. Or this shit's gonna dump back down, bro.
Oh my god, dollar's on a run, bro. Yo, that doesn't, I don't like that dollar.
Facts, bro.
You see that trend line liquidity on the buy side?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking shit face.
We just need this short-term low
Bro,
to
we
get
can
taken.
range bound on that 15 minute on the dollar, nigga. 1, 2, 3, 4 drives.
Fuck, bro.
Bro, but if you look at that 15 minute, bro, this could be part of the retracement, dog. We could go.
That's what I was saying, bro.
We could go lower. We can go to 105, 66, 68. Those are the down candles on the 15 minute.
Come on, dollar. Flip.
I know my entries got hit, bro.
Damn it, dog.
What you mean you can't take the remote? Oh,
Damn, that shit is selling off, bro.
it really is.
Come on, NQ, get back up. Come take these highs out, NQ. Fuck, bro. I should have sold that bitch. I knew it, bro.
I'm in
Come
three
take
buys.
these highs out, NQ.
I'm in 3 buys on ES. Oh, yo, you're whatever you're saying is coming on the live stream. Fire.
Yes, sir.
I'm long 3 contracts on ES, nigga. Don't worry. This is looking good, bro.
Dollar's playing with us. She's trying to maybe take this high real quick. But she's in fair value as
It
well.
would make sense for the dollar to do that, for this shit to go down and fill this fair. Right?
Nah, if this goes down, it's going to take liquidity.
The one that we didn't take on ES, I know.
Motherfucker, bro. I should have sold it. I knew it.
I'm
Played myself.
I'm just gonna hold these stops, bro. 10-point stops, I'm gonna hold that shit like a fucking boss. If I get stopped, I get stopped. That's just the way the game works.
No, 100%. Yes, sir. Hold your shit.
Yep.
Damn, I played myself.
But yeah, that shit looks like a fucking nice sell, dog. It's just a simple key level that I'm not fucking trust. Bullish order block, 15-minute. Gets rated, I'm out. Like she's not even at the 50% of that 15-minute order block. Let me see. $41, 76, 75.
I really played myself.
Yo, I'm gonna target those equal highs, bro. I'm in 3 contracts and I'll bank a pretty penny on those equal highs. The ones I told you about, Flip. It's 41, 94,
Damn.
75.
I'm about to hit 2%, bro, on an L, bro. Damn. That's a fucking L.
You closed?
I'm about to.
Hold it, hold it. Hold it,
Bro, NQ is shitting. Fucking bullshit, dog. I know these charts are flagging on me right now, bro.
Do you know this nigga ICT gave his final market commentary yesterday?
No.
Yeah, it's his final, he's done. Nigga like quit the game. I'm gonna play that bitch right now. I wanna see his sentiment. See what that nigga Michael Huddleston has to say about these charts.
Fuck, bro. I should have known, bro.
I think you bought way too early though. I think this buy still a thing. I'm gonna gonna step out and smoke a ciggy. Yeah, call you on FaceTime. Check this out, bro. Look at that. Look at this. Are they like playing? Are they like switching up? They really not in tandem at all. Man. Oh yes, let's go. Let's go, yes.
Well, good morning, folks. Hope everybody's doing well. If you guys could help me out here and be checking the Twitter, see if I can get a 5x5. You guys can hear me if the volume's okay. If you see the NASDAQ 1 minute chart, it should be shown on your screen now. A bit of a delay here. Okay, thank you so much, folks. Thank you. A bunch of you, so. Alright, so I appreciate your patience this morning. I was preoccupied. I was juggling a lot of things from last night. Just to bring up the speed, I did not wreck my bed. That didn't happen, thankfully. My wife's Jeep, it was being moved out of the garage to take my son Cameron to Home Depot to pick up some tools for his new job. So, two people pushing the button to raise the garage door caused an issue with the Jeep being backed out and then hitting the garage bottom panel. So that kind of put me out of sorts last night. So I wasn't gonna be able to sit there and talk about the markets. I spent about half an hour trying to get it so I could close it. So if you were staying in front of my house, you would never know it. But I can see the small little separation between the panels now, and on the inside it has a little bit of a fold. So we were on the phone trying to get the folks to come out here this week to get that corrected. So nobody got hurt, thankfully. And now let's get over here to the NASDAQ first. I want to get that out of the way, and then we'll go up to a macro perspective from the dollar. We'll go through dollar today, we'll go through gold, we'll go through crude oil. We'll look at euro dollar, pound dollar, ES, NASDAQ, and Dow. And I think that will be it. As a reminder, this is my last commentary for the YouTube channel here. I'll be taking my leave here on November 11th. Will be my last video that uploads to Twitter. And I go dark. I will be in the Robbins Cup Futures Division next year. So if anybody out there wants to test themselves against the demo baller, please, pretty please, show me your edge. Fuck your awards, okay? Bring your edge out there and we can all see it. So we are looking at the NASDAQ 100 futures. December deliveries is a 1 minute chart where everybody says it's noise. Let me get all this grandstanding out of the way here, sorry. It's just for entertainment purposes during the actual executions. All right, so we're looking at the, oh, real quick, I'm sure you're probably freaking out. Okay, if not, you probably going to type it out. What about that market maker sell model and buy model lecture? I'm going to give you that tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock. Okay, so it'll be on the YouTube channel there, and I'll send the link on Twitter. If you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'm sure you'll get a notification for it. All right, so let's go through the business here. This is a market maker sell model. Before I get into any long-winded discussion about this particular market structure here, if you haven't already seen the video of me executing this morning using all of this stuff, it's going to seem and feel just like hindsight. But I screen captured my executions and where price was at the time at, I believe it was 9:53. It was just before 9:54. So that way you can see everything that's in this chart here is exactly what was going on. That is not market replay, okay? There are live executions. They're not market replay. They're not fake. They're not delayed data, okay? And everything I'm annotating here was done real time. Before it actually reacted,
Oh no, we gotta watch it through.
pulling notifications up in annotation while price was doing it, okay? So, why am I executing on Monday? You might be asking. Well, what's this week? What is this week? It's the first week of November, and when there is a non-farm payroll event, I will typically look to do my trades Monday, Tuesday, and if I don't have anything by 11 a.m. on Wednesday of that week, then I'm not taking anything. So because
Nah, bro, just hold this shit. You're good,
I
nigga.
kind of want to do today's live commentary, give you a perspective, what my thoughts are going into the year.
that week
There's
is
a lot of
too
things
strong,
going on
bro.
around the world, geopolitically, a lot of saber rattling, a huge build-up in the Middle East. So something's about to pop off, and you will absolutely
Facts,
have
nigga.
be a influence.
I'm looking at it right here, bro. That 5 minute is
You'll
beautiful, nigga.
greatly influence trading into next year.
There's no reason for that. Look, check out my 5 minute.
I already know.
There's no fucking reason for this sniper to come in on bearish, dog.
And I encourage all of you to keep tabs on it, okay? You can watch the leaderboard over there on robinstrading.com. Look at the World Cup link, click on that, and then click on the standings link.
And then look at this
In
15 minute.
January, I will register my account
Look at the New York session, bro.
in the futures division. I'm not going to be in the forex division, okay? I will be trading the bond market
Yeah, I know.
until I get enough
But he says that every
cushion where I
year.
can start utilizing the S&P and the NASDAQ. And then where I feel it's more appropriate
Well,
for
I
me to
feel
trade,
like
I will trade.
he has something to prove now. There's
back
like
and forth
there's
between
actual
those two
ICT students that are
developments.
signing up.
I will not be trading anything else. I won't be trading any metals. I won't be trading crude oil. I won't be trading any grain markets. None of that. Okay, so it's going to be those three markets. I talked about in my Twitter space
Can you imagine ICT 40,000% return?
that I'll be only taking one trade per day. I'm going to be aiming for 12.5%.
The fire thing about Robin's Cup is that you can just connect your account and you can trade from home.
Everything looks
And
like
at the end of
it
the
should
year,
be.
whoever has the highest
Around
return
1.5
wins.
months. I'm adding a little bit of fluff in there because there may be a week or two where, because of the
Great.
things that are going on around the world, I may sit still or I may draw down. So, building in that, I have to have
I'm floating
some kind of
700.
cushion time-wise. So that allows me, if I need to, next year, trade into November,
Look.
deeper into December,
Look at my live
to
stream.
get the number I'm wanting.
Look at my live stream.
Then so be it. Okay, but I kind of want to try to get it done before Thanksgiving next year, and that way,
Shit looking professional, right?
you know, the fun starts. All right, so with all that out of the way, there is this shaded area up here. Okay, this shaded area is the daily volume imbalance for the NASDAQ. Okay, so what I was annotating on the chart was I wanted to see, first of all, it took forever for Camtasia to start. And that's not a knock against them. Sometimes it just has a really long time before it starts up. If you have Camtasia, you probably already know what I'm talking about. It takes forever, some time for it to start doing its thing before you can actually click the record button. So while I wanted to trade below here, when I run on stops, I couldn't do it and have the execution like I wanted to show this morning. I had this area here.
Let's go, Flip. Look at that. Look at that macro open.
If it would have treated that down to it and the recording would have started, I would have went long there. Same thing here. If it would have went down and touched that, then I would have used that one because this would have been a breaker. So it would have been an overlapping of this wick
Straight to the moon.
and the breaker. An inversion pair Vega, which would have been placed on this over here.
Look at that. But look at this. Look at my
In
chart
my
right here.
case, because I'm
So I mean, this is
looking
not
at
gonna
this
go
on the
higher.
chart. Okay, so a lot of you take for granted that I'm not only reading price real time,
See my entries where they got hit
building
at?
an idea on where I want to take a trade entry. How much am I going to risk on that entry based on how much I want to build up in my position?
I'm up a
And
Bansky.
where is my stop loss going to be?
I'm about to hit my
Where
TPs.
will be the first point where I can move the stop loss to remove risk?
This thing's super bullish
Also
today, bro.
Annotate where you can follow along everything. All that's
Look at this
going on
fucking
at the
move,
same
Flip.
time. All real time.
That's where I got stopped at break even. Thank God I took that fucking
This over here,
that profit right there.
So he's skipping over this candle here and this one here, and he's looking at all this. So he's
Come on,
got two
baby.
candles
Come on, baby.
between.
Come on,
What I was
baby.
doing was I was wanting you to think of this in the same way as an inversion fair value gap. Okay, but what it really is the
I recorded this whole session live,
I don't
dude.
have the time or the benefit of
Let's
time
go.
checking it out while I was thinking about how I want to work in the entries in here. You can watch the
I'm
recording.
gonna edit this video and put it on Instagram.
But if you look at the buy side and balance, sell side efficiency right here, see that? That one big up.
Loading 14.
And then you have these here.
I'm about to come in the
These are two
TPs.
consecutive. So because that's also the same, essentially the same range, okay, I just use those price points there to annotate and have that in mind going forward. And as the market dropped down into it in here, notice it's using consequent encroachment of the range undefined.
Let's go.
This wasn't added after the fact, it was added as it was going to trade into it. Then, one more time into consequent encroachment.
I scored a job in this place, bro. They paid daily.
Because
I went this morning. Man, I went this morning. Shit too easy, bro.
Because support
It's like
mechanisms
manual
are
labor,
bullshit.
bro. And
So
they
we're
finna send me
looking at
out
this
to
inefficiency
the
here.
fields, bro.
And I
I'm
like
working with
the
horses
idea
and
that
cattle.
we didn't even touch this as an inversion fair value gap over here. Okay,
Yes,
my
sir.
side's been taken here. It stopped
said they
here,
finna
so it
pay good,
respected
though.
it already. Then traded through it. This candle here
They told me minimum
should
18
have
an hour.
already touched it. It didn't. Did it touch it? Nope. So those are signatures for me to identify that as this is really strong. It's going to run for that daily volume balance just stuck here. And I will show you on the daily chart what that is to slow your roll.
Let's go. We're about to get hit TP.
The inability
I'll be done for
lack
AM.
of
Let's
interest
go.
rate to come back down and touch this level
Let's go. Let's go. Let's
is
go. Let's get it
very
running, dog. I know it's
influential
gonna
to
run
me.
it.
So it gives me
Let's
the
go.
confidence to know that
I'm up two.
yeah, I can trade up here where someone else might look at that as chasing price. It's absolutely not
17.
chasing price. It's absolutely not.
Let's go, Flip.
It's
We
not using
just
support
we
resistance.
killed it.
It's using
I'm sorry, that was a
what I've
beautiful
taught you
trade.
very candidly on this YouTube channel and on Twitter.
That was a beautiful
The
trade.
midpoint of these two levels.
That
is
was a beautiful trade.
Adding to it as it's doing this. So I'm going long, I'm adding more to it while it's in here, anticipating the
She's
market
still
to move
running.
up into the lower area
still
of
running.
this shaded area, which is the daily volume balance. Now,
Nice.
daily volume balance, those levels can be traded through, just like any other time frame.
All right, so total
Because
P&L for the day,
This is the logic I
1950.
was using going into this morning. If we are
Yo,
looking at
what's
a
good?
number on payroll week, the first week
good,
of November,
Wayne?
the close of October. That means there's going to be a lot of excitement in the beginning of the week because professional traders are not trading Thursday and Friday of non-farm payroll weeks. They're not doing it, especially now because of all of the wartime stuff that's going on. All the things that's going on, it's taking a great deal of a toll on the interest people were willing to take in terms of risk. So usually I
Fuck that
stop
trade,
like the
dog.
week before Thanksgiving, but I'm stopping a little early this year because of all the things that's going on. And I want to close our time together on a high note. So this is
Very,
where
very
we're at.
happy with that thing.
But Mondays, generally, I'm willing to submit to not doing any real trades unless I'm inspired from somebody online. You know,
Watch you
asking
turn
me to
around right here.
say
That
something
is just shit.
conceptually or answer somebody's bullshit. Then I'll do something on Monday. But generally, and predominantly, it's
Yeah,
Mondays.
but
I'm sitting there waiting.
you gotta think
for
about it like this. You already
give
took
me some kind
you
of
took a profit, right?
insight. And I'm willing to pay.
Yeah, bro,
the
you're
premium
so solid right now,
of
bro.
letting you do
And
whatever
you were
you
gonna
want
you were gonna draw down.
This
You were
week,
gonna close
so
at
that way I
2%
have a
L,
better
bro.
read on price for Tuesday, Wednesday,
Think
and
about
Thursday
that.
going into the week. Close.
So you're solid, bro.
But I am always
Look at that candle,
chopping
bro.
a trade on a Monday during the week of
If this
non-profit.
macro,
That's a general rule
if she takes the
that my students have been taught
that
for
1050
years. For a
macro
long time,
low,
it's been publicly
best
known
believe
that
she's gonna go
I
lower.
don't generally like to trade on Mondays, but not that I can't do it. I just predominantly want to limit my trades to Mondays on non-farm payroll week because right out of the gate,
Yeah, I know. Check this
there's
out,
gonna be a
bro.
lot
This
of
thing is
volatility
definitely
on
running
that
up to
Monday.
here.
So for the folks that are asking, why was there so much
thing is
movement?
definitely running up to here.
Look at every Monday of a non-farm payroll week.
42 or
It's usually
950.
right out the gate, a lot of excitement.
4205
Because what
is
they're
over
trying to
here.
do is they're trying to inspire specific
And
sentiment.
the highs is
that will
4200
be
flat, which is
attacked
so,
later
bro,
in
that's
the
too
week
clean
during
right
the
there.
News of non-farm payroll.
It needs a fucking wick.
So it's a lot of manipulation, but the cleanest price action is always going to be found on non-farm payroll weeks. On
I'm
Monday,
super happy with my
Tuesday,
trade.
and
I'm
up to
gonna step away from the
11
markets.
a.m. on Wednesday. After that, it's a whole lot of tomfoolery going on. So if you don't know how to trade,
What did I tell you yesterday, bro? We
very
finna
easy to
clear
chop up.
yesterday's L, and we finna be right
You
back
led
up
astray
again.
into thinking that you see a trade there that's not. I'm referring to things after the Wednesday 11 a.m. time. So if you haven't had a trade on by Wednesday morning's opening bell to like say like 10:30, if you don't have a lot of experience, it's just don't do anything the rest of the week and just practice reading the tape and be thankful when you do it wrong that it didn't hurt you. Okay, because if I push it really hard, if I push really, really hard during the Thursday and Friday of non-farm payroll weeks, I'm more prone to having more losing trades than if I were to avoid them. Okay, so it's important that you understand that it's kryptonite for people even that know how to trade really, really well. And those conditions are very fickle, meaning that the market can go and start presenting suggestions, technically, and across all manner of trading, not just my concepts, but all of them. It'll lead one to think that it can go higher or lower, or that it might consolidate, and then it doesn't consolidate, it runs real wild, one direction. And then you think, okay, well now it's really going to run that direction, or reverse, and then you get in, then it consolidates and chop you up. So that's why I teach, and I try to influence you to not want to do anything on Thursday and Friday of non-farm payroll. It's important that you understand that those days are extremely likely to hurt you. Even if you're good at trading, even if you've been doing it for a long time, you're inviting
Yo, when did Dirk get back?
failure when it's not needed. You can simply just avoid it, okay?
Yo, you need to download GTA.
Because this is a balanced price range, in here we have one up candle here and then these two consecutive delivery to the downside. Then we have these really clean levels there, so there's a buy side there and then a balanced price range. In a perfect world, it should never touch that low level. And does it? No.
Like
Does it
actual
react?
wigs, like with the brands and
Between the two levels.
everything.
Yes, it does. It comes down one more time and respects
Yeah,
that
it's called
low.
5M.
So I know at that time, when this candle closes, okay, when CBS's crew that like to
But you
look
gotta
at
understand,
energy
like, he
candles and
has,
things like
like,
that, there's lots of times that I have models that I go after those candles. Okay, I haven't talked too much about that, but it'll be in one of my books. I don't know which volume it'll be, but it'll be there. You don't in your head and thinking, oh, it's gonna be my model because it's not been talked about. There's so many people who drop everything I've already taught that works to get to the new shiny object. Okay, but there has to be a logic behind why price should be moving and gravitating towards a specific level, which is again this daily
You
down.
can go and do all that hood and shit, but
Then
you
if
don't
you
gotta worry about
see
putting
these
jail.
things forming, not in and of
dying.
themselves, because there's a wick or a tail on the candlestick, doesn't mean it's going to go up. Doesn't mean that at all. Many times it could, well, look at it down here. Here's support, right? Look at that, there's support.
It's gonna keep expanding higher.
Shit the bed, didn't it? Okay, so
Watch
I mean,
this thing
it's
like
not
burst
it's not for the
into the ceiling.
simplicity of looking at candlestick patterns because by far and large they're nonsense, just like harmonic patterns are just nonsense. Okay, and I know that upsets people when I say that stuff, but that has absolutely no bearing on what price will do. Zero. Has nothing to do with it. The market's going to go for liquidity above or below the marketplace
Bro, I've changed
on a time-based
my way of
delivery.
trading.
That means it's going to wait to a specific time of day where there will be a macro. That's exactly what was going on in my entry. Why'd you enter before 10 o'clock? Well, I'm not trying to trade the silver bullet if I have another model that gives me an entry. If this would have been trading to as an inverted fair value gap, guess what it would have been? Like I said earlier, I would have traded back. I would have entered on my first entry there. If it would have came back down and traded into that as a potential inversion fair value gap, like I mentioned in the beginning of this live stream, I would have used that because it was coupled with a potential bullish breaker here. My stop loss, if I would have entered on that one, it would have been just below the constant approachment of this candlestick's tail. Right below that. That's where it would have been. But did it give it to me? No. Does that mean, well, close the screens, don't do anything, or reverse, go short because, you think you might set up, so let me get impulsive like a gambler and think, well, I'm wrong there, let me just do the opposite. I've seen other people trading like that, and I did this as a 20-year-old in the early 90s. If I had a setup that I was looking for and it didn't work, I wanted to abandon the whole idea and try to do something entirely different that I had no understanding about. None. And I talked about that, not in the last Twitter space, but the last two prior to it, where you can really disorient yourself and leave and depart from what it is that you're trying to do and become impulsive. When motivation becomes impulsiveness, you're inviting ruin. You're inviting it. You're begging for it to happen because you can't control yourself. So you're basically going to do things that will invite you to lose money. So that way, that's your braking mechanism. The only way you stop being impulsive is when the market takes it from you and the ability to trade, it's removed. That means losing so much that you're now too afraid to pick another trade. Or if you have a funded account challenge, you blow it, hit the maximum loss. Or you completely disintegrate the entire account because your impulsiveness kicks in. Your motivation, everything that you looked for in the chart, it doesn't manifest itself, or you're too impatient to wait for it. Then you try to predict and anticipate, if I get in now, it's going to be a better entry because if I'm trying to buy it as a touch in the middle of this range or the top of that range, and it's down here, I might as well just go ahead and buy it. That's impulsiveness. So you're not following these PD arrays if you're doing that. You're not following order flow. You're guessing on a breakout. I am not a breakout trader. I don't teach my students to be a breakout trader. So there's logic that's being employed here. It's not randomness. It's very specific things that I'm drawing your attention to, but I don't have the benefit of a lot of time to be able to build the idea of what it is I want to trade on because I'm pushing a button. I'm using a stop loss. I'm managing not just one entry, but I'm doing multiple entries, scaling in, and all of them have to make sense. Just not just indiscriminately buying all at the same price, like you see many times with MT4 guys. They'll show you like the gold, and they're having 15 lots, and they're all only off by 1/10 of a point. That's not someone trading with a model. That's just someone just pushing a lot of buttons that don't have the margin to be able to control that type of trade. When I'm showing you my executions, I'm showing you that there's logic. There is a real edge there. It's razor thin. It's highly precise. It's going to levels that are predetermined, things I've already taught you. And until it gets to those specific levels I teach, we trust that it's going to keep doing it. But if I'm trading in an environment, that I'm predisposed to look for shorts more than longs, I know that the likelihood of the market is wanting to go up into that daily volume imbalance, because if we're going to go lower, I think it would have went there today, or if not today, if it would have consolidated today, then I would have been extremely bullish tomorrow morning to see this very trade here. But out the gate this morning, it ran right up there, and that's fine. Sometimes you'll anticipate certain things and you won't be able to get in on the trade. Don't get mad about it. You have to log it, record it like you saw it coming regardless, mark your charts up like you would have done if you would have been in the trade, and treat it as a learning experience. Sugarcoat it. Cheerlead yourself. Congratulate yourself for seeing it before it happened, even if you really didn't. And that's what you do with your journal. That's exactly what you do in your journal. You don't use it as a depot for depression and regret and beating yourself up. It's to constantly cheerlead yourself. Because when you go back and look at it in the weeks that you aren't doing well, it'll inspire you because you're reading it in your own words. You were there, you saw the chart. Even with hindsight, your subconscious retains this as pseudo experience. And it filters out all the negativity. That's exactly how you journal. If you're doing anything else but that, you're wasting time and ink. As much as it may be nice and neat, if you're not doing your journal like that, you are wasting your time with it. Chances are you're probably putting in things that are creating anchors to negativity that you might not really see it as negative as you're recording it. But unless it's so sugary sweet and at risk of a diabetic coma every time you read it, you're not doing your journal right. And for the simple-minded, okay, the people that don't really want to make an effort to learn how to do this, and they are just looking for something to troll all the time, they're not going to see the logic behind that because, well, first of all, they're not going to do this. But the folks that do it, it's a coping mechanism in the early stages of your development that you absolutely need. Because you're not going to be on that high end of energy all the time. You're going to have some difficulty, you're going to miss moves, you're going to do things incorrectly, and you're going to want to find an excuse to feel good even though you didn't do the right thing then. Or you want to find inspiration. And that's the trap that social media creates, where you chase these kids out here that are doing things that are outside of trading, not making money trading, but they're showing you an image. So it's important that you balance your attention. And in the early stages, until you learn how to trade, you shouldn't give a shit what anybody else is doing, me included. You should keep your focus on yourself, mind your own business. And if you do that, you'll have all of the right tenets as a developing student that you're going to lean on until you acquire your own independent self decision making, where you're not being influenced by anyone else. And then once you're in that position, then if you want to waste time on social media and look at other people's stuff, or, you know, be entertained by all that stuff, okay, it's fine. But when you're not equipped, you're highly susceptible to be influenced negatively. It'll cause doubt because, especially with what I teach, they're going to say that there is no algorithm, which to me is laughable. If the markets aren't booking algorithmically, why is it doing all the things I'm pointing out, exactly what I'm pointing out? It's not on retail logic. It's on the principles of how these algorithms are going to communicate with one another. Okay? The booking, the delivery algorithm, I don't control that. You'll never control it. We will never influence it with our buying and selling pressure, and that will never, ever happen. These markets are predetermined, they're scripted, they're going to go up to a specific level, they're going to go down to a specific level. By time. It's all time delivered. It's all scripted, just like your TV guide channel on your pay-per-view, like I have. Well, I don't have Comcast now. I was going to say Comcast, but we don't have Comcast. But if you go into your paid programming, you go to your TV guide channel, it tells you what's coming on what channel. Well, these markets run just like that. And anybody that says it's not like that is a fool. Because everything I'm pointing out to you, and I'm using when I'm doing these executions, and my students are using, and they're making real money, they're using the logic around that. They're not using it around anything else. Trend lines and moving averages and all that bullshit. It has nothing to do with why price is going to go up or down. How fast it's going to go. How long will it spend in that area before it starts to go the other direction. All those things are important factors, but not every single time when a market rallies up is that a market make or sell model. No. So if I know I want to be in a market and I want to be engaging with algorithmic principles, things that I've taught you, and I don't have the time and luxury to be able to be on the sell side of it as much as I would have rather been on that, I had phone calls I had to be on this morning and people calling me back for quotes on this repair I need at my home. But I bought the buy side of the sell side model. In other words, this original consolidation in here, all this consolidation, we see it take the sell side here, and then it rallies through. Does the market come back to its original consolidation? No. Because it would have done it here, it didn't do it. So is that strong or weak if we're expecting prices to be drawn up into this daily volume imbalance? It's extremely strong. So my mind immediately adopts this, okay, as we enter this area here between these two levels, that balanced price range, if it's really going to have the influence on price that I think it should, which is don't touch the lower end down here. Don't even look at this as support now, because this used to be resistance. That's what people say. They'll say that I'm teaching you a renamed, complicated version of support resistance. Okay, well, you never would have got an entry there. How's that work for you? Okay, it didn't work. But I'm calling out very specific protocols around inefficiencies. I'm drawing your attention to very specific levels that would be classified as liquidity. The low old lows, or single low, is sell side liquidity, or sell stops. Above a single high or relatively equal highs, or a group of highs that are in close proximity to one another, that's buy side liquidity, or buy stops. In between those two price points, there's going to be inefficiencies above market price. Anything above it would be a premium array that would be constituted as a inefficiency in price. It doesn't mean that it's only going to go up to there and not go past it to reach for buy side. Same thing between buy side and sell side on the lower end. The low market price, there's going to be inefficiencies down there. You may not see a setup that uses the inefficiency and you want to trade to the liquidity. There's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, I have students that are trading in the same market, the same time frame, and they're trading two different directions, and they're profitable. And it sounds like that can't possibly be, but that's exactly what's going on, because all of them have their own unique model. They have used the things I've taught, and it kind of pisses in the cornflakes of the people that say, you know, a good testimonial of a good teacher is every student's going to have the same entry or the same trade. And I don't believe that at all. I don't think that's viable. Now, if I was only teaching one way, okay, like if I had only taught the silver bullet at 10 o'clock till 11 o'clock in the morning, then on that ground, yes, you could say, okay, I would be classified as a good teacher and communicated effectively because my students predominantly would have the same entry, very close to the same entry and using the same target. But I've given you a litany of different ways to go in here and skin the cat, because you're all not going to see a silver bullet and see it as valuable. You're not going to understand it. You're not going to trust the pattern. You're not going to see it. So because I went through that same thing as a developing student at 20 years old, I had to have multiple ways, because every time I missed a move, every single time I missed a move, I went in there and I beat the shit out of the technicals to figure out what was happening right then and there that I didn't see. What was going on that caused me to lose real money, blow accounts, giving Lynn Waldock more money every time I opened up a new account and I dusted it. I would go into those trades that I lost on. That's where you learn. You do not learn from your winning trades. You don't learn anything except for ego, pride, and greed. And those three lessons are ones that you want to avoid. All of your study needs to be on the basis of your losing trades. But you don't beat yourself up psychologically or emotionally and say, oh, I failed here, this is so horrible, I should have never done this. Be thankful that you still want to trade even though you did that, because that's a trader. A trader that takes losses, drawdown, and blows an account, but still feels like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to figure this out for myself in a model that allows me to be consistently profitable. If you can maintain that in the early stages of your development, that is critical, because it's really, really easy for weak-minded individuals that they don't really have their heart set on this. So they'll be more inclined to just simply take the first loss and say, yeah, this is too much for me. That's probably the best decision you've ever made then. Because if you're not equipped to be in this, come hell or high water, on the good days and the bad days, because the bad days are going to come. It's going to rain. And I'm not talking about lots of profits, like make it rain, ICT. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about it's going to be a deluge where, you know, it's bad. and you're the third monkey on the ramp, and it's starting to rain. Okay, it's like do or die. So you have to know, you have to absolutely know that you want to do this, and yet dial back how much you're pressing and pushing in the beginning. Lots of leverage, lots of account size, lots of contracts, or if you're trading Forex, lots. You're trying to get the results that would hopefully inspire you. If you're not inspired by getting consistently 5 handles on paper, consistently in the beginning, you will never be consistent at this. I swear to God Almighty, I'm telling you right now, anybody that goes into this trying to just make a lot of money right from the beginning, you're conditioning yourself to accept only home runs. You're treating yourself as a person that can't take a loss. So you're teaching yourself, when you do take a loss, you're gonna blow your mind out. You're gonna be like, oh man, you're gonna try to do everything you can to fix it right away, which makes you insecure, which means you're gonna have scared money, and scared money makes no money. All these factors, these are all things that are paramount in every trader's development. They have to be maintained. They have to be managed. They have to be parented. You can't let yourself just get out here and do whatever you feel like doing. That's not how you do it. You have to have rules. You have to have expectations placed on yourself that if this happens, I have to stop. If this happens, I have to turn the charts off. It doesn't mean that my model doesn't work. It just means that I'm learning, and I have to allow myself to be able to just take one adverse result in the beginning and see over time that that one adverse losing position or expectation that didn't come to fruition, tomorrow when I try to do something else using the same model, if it works, it cancels out that negative, and you don't allow yourself to make it bigger where it's hard to get out of it. It's real important to have that mindset in the beginning, but I know everybody wants to make money real quick. They want to make a payout. They want to get profitable. They want to be on leaderboards. They want to do this. They want to do that. They want to challenge people. I got it. I understand all that stuff. But how are you paying your bills? Are you just meeting it right now or barely getting it? If you want to use these markets like that, you have to treat it just like a business. And businesses are just simply not out there taking wild, crazy risks. Well, with all the silly shit that they've been trying to do recently in advertising, I don't know, probably not even a good analogy now, is it? Bud Light. So, oh man. But we're looking at a mindset that you have to have, okay? And understanding that if the market is likely to go lower, and I've been calling it lower, I wanted to see it go lower. If we have these higher time frame levels like that daily volume bounce up here, okay? Now your chart is not, or your screen is not frozen. I've been jawboning over this. But this is the important stuff I want to get out of the way, because I know as we get into other stuff, technically, you'll be more inclined to pay attention then. So I want to do all the boring stuff that you're more likely to zone out in the beginning. Because this portion of the discussion today was the most important. Everything else I'm going to talk about and how I use to trade all this stuff here and what I think the market's going to do, that's secondary. But it doesn't feel that way in the beginning. When you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're looking for, you want to be in the charts. Give me the gizmo. Give me the technique, the concept that's going to get me into a trade. Get me in a trade where I can only do a 1 point stop. Give me a method where I don't have to use a stop loss ICT. You know, that's the mentality that new people have coming to me. And you can see I have a stop loss in my trades. I'm managing it effectively. And every time I add a new position and pyramid that trade larger, it has to be considered. And I have to weigh out all that stuff on a 1 minute chart and still have something in here that's loosely annotated so that way you can see, okay, I'm drawing your attention to something right now when I'm drawing this here, this fair value gap. It went down and touched it there. Watch the recording. And then this down close candle. I was looking at the midpoint of this candle right in here. What would be the middle of that down close candle? If that's a bullish order block, what's the middle color? Remember I was talking about this inefficiency, tongue twister, this inefficiency down here. The midpoint of inefficiency, or a actual gap, is consequent encroachment. It's the midpoint. The differentiation between an order block, which is a real range that has been offered liquidity, where the range is closed with a body like this right here. The midpoint of that is mean threshold. So that's the two distinguishing factors that make up the midpoint. If you grab a fib and you drop it on that specific candle right there, I'll make it a little bit bigger. That midpoint level's right here, okay? You see how we went through it? Does the body disregard that midpoint? No. Can it cross over that? Yes. What do we call that? Mohawk. Just like when you're cutting your grass and you miss the edge and you create that little tiny little small section of, not price, but grass where you gotta go back and mow over top of that. You just colored outside the lines and they gotta go, you have to, well, if you're like me, I have to immediately go fix it, okay? But in trading, you have to allow it to be there. Just allow it, okay? So while we have very specific levels, the bodies of the candles are telling you the narrative. So yes, it does go down below the midpoint of that, okay? And when I first started teaching my order block theory, when I talked about mean threshold, everybody would think, okay, well, I can put my stop loss right below mean threshold, and it shouldn't hit my stop loss. And then because they don't know what they're doing, and they're trying to write books, or they're trying to make courses and mentorships all around it, and they can't trade with it, can't be shown in their own hands working, they join the bandwagon. This stuff's made up. It's conjecture. It's not real. It's fraud. It's renamed something else. You know, but if it was renamed, why can't someone else do it too? That's the argument I keep making as a retort to that. If this is all rebranded stuff, don't call it my stuff. Still do what I do, and they can't do it. So there's something else going on there.